Leadership isn't just changing, it's evolving in ways we're only just beginning to imagine. And women, we're not playing this game anymore. We're the ones reshaping the entire field, building models, movements, and businesses that serve more than just a few. On the She Leads podcast, you'll hear real conversations with women who've broken through all kinds of barriers: revenue, identity, borders, and expectations. There's no sugarcoating here, just the truth, told by those who are living it. I'm Adrienne Garland, entrepreneur, strategist, educator, and creator of live experiences, gathering women leaders together for over a decade. And this is the She Leads podcast. Welcome back to the She Leads podcast. When I say welcome back, I really mean welcome back. It's been quite a while since we've recorded an episode. I think the last time that we spoke about anything was when we went to LA for the She Leads Live conference. The reason that we took a bit longer of a break than we intended to is because we wanted to be really intentional when we came back. We are evolving, we are shifting, and by we, I mean She Leads Media, and so too is the She Leads podcast. We started as a podcast that was intentionally setting up conversations with women entrepreneurs that were not sugar-coated. We wanted to have real discussions about issues and challenges and really wanted to spotlight and amplify women's stories. And we have loved doing that every step along the way. There's so much to learn if you go and you listen back to all of the different episodes that we've recorded up until now. But we are looking toward the future. And one of our goals has always been to teach, to inspire. And so we are looking toward the women entrepreneurs that have started businesses that have grown past that elusive $1 million mark and who have, in essence, made it. These women may not have even thought that they were going to get there. And yet, here they are running $1 million, multi-million dollar businesses. And these women with that type of revenue, with that type of profitability, are looking toward the future and using that wealth to make changes in their businesses, in their communities, in the world. They're looking for impact. And so we are looking toward those women so that we too can think about more than just growing our business past the $1 million mark, but what that actually means in the world. Couple that with the fact that by 2030, more than 80% of the world's wealth will be transferred to women. And you can just very easily deduce that more power and influence is going to be shifted toward women and what women want. So we are aligning ourselves with that. So, with this change in leadership, we are changing and evolving as well. We, going forward on the She Leads podcast, will be highlighting stories that matter. We are still very much focused on women entrepreneurs. And we are not only going to be talking about their journeys and their stories and how they were able to grow and scale, but we're going to tap into things that they may not have even been asked before. We're going to ask them what they are thinking about for the future. And this is not just going to be surface level, how I give back, but rather, what is brewing deep inside of all of us and how we want to see things, systems, the world change for the better for humanity, in order to move everything forward in a much more positive manner. So I still remain incredibly committed to helping women to get the visibility that I believe that we deserve. But this is not just for vanity purposes. Nothing that we've ever done here on the She Leads podcast or for She Leads Media is for vanity purposes. It is for meaning. It is for highlighting things that we believe truly matter. There are lots and lots of resources, conversations, and information about surface level advice, women in business, women entrepreneurs, startups. We are shifting and pivoting away from that crowd. We love them and we want them to continue doing the amazing work that they're doing. And we've played in that sandbox for over 10 years. And it is time for us to graduate into this next level. You all have asked me what's next. And so this is the answer. This is the answer for me personally, Adrienne Garland. And this is also what's next for She Leads Media. So this show, the She Leads podcast, is for women that have built successful businesses that are have gone past that $1 million mark. They're into a multi-million-dollar category. Their businesses are scaling, their businesses are humming, their businesses are running, their businesses are being sold. So they're launching new businesses. But these are also women entrepreneurs that are thinking very deeply about impact. They're thinking about their own power. They're thinking about what's next. And there aren't a lot of women in this band of leadership. And so it's important for me to highlight those stories and to uncover what it is that they are thinking about. So we're not here to just play the game better. We want to create an entirely new game uh, and and break through old patterns. We want to start new types of businesses. We want to think about how we help more than just ourselves, more than just our companies. These women who are in this category, sure, I'm sure that they want the attention, they want the spotlight, but not for vanity purposes, but to show others that this is possible, and they want to show everybody that they are women of substance. We're going to continue to talk about business, and we're also going to talk about what it means to be a leader in today's world, in the world of entrepreneurship. We are going to be having real conversations about money, about power, about wealth, about influence, and how we can do that by remaining true to ourselves. So, going forward, you are going to hear real, thoughtful conversations. Not that we didn't always have real, thoughtful conversations, but maybe they'll be a little bit more real. They might be things that you have not heard before, but we are going to be talking about things that are unexpected. This podcast is not going to be about strategies, tips, and tricks, even actionable advice. We're shifting. We are shifting into true insight from women that have achieved that level of success. And we're going to talk about systems. We're going to talk about patterns. We're going to talk about expanding possibility around the world, right? And what that looks like for women who are leading rich lives. And by rich, I do not mean just in the sense of money rich, although that is certainly an aspect of it, but I mean rich, full lives that help not only themselves but others around them, things and people that matter to them. We are in a place in our evolution where we need to showcase women, more nuanced, more layered stories of women that are leading on their own terms, that are unexpected, that the media doesn't necessarily highlight in the way that it should. We need to see new models of success that don't promote burnout, that aren't surface level, that aren't perfect, and that don't highlight these outdated power dynamics. And we need to hear them now, right? The world is changing rapidly. AI has entered every single aspect of our lives. It's entered every single conversation, every single day that I have with women leaders, that I have with students, that I have with colleagues. So, this rapid pace of change requires the innate wisdom that women possess. We are the change makers. We are the ones that build community, and we do so much of what we do and who we are is just something, it's a superpower that exists inside of us that we all recognize and that we can see in one another, but that doesn't always get the kudos that we deserve. We quietly build, we bring people together, we form bonds, we do it in our own special way. And oftentimes it's quiet and oftentimes it goes unnoticed. But boy, it is powerful. That is for sure. So I can't wait to speak to all of these women. We've already recorded several episodes, and I can't wait to share those with you. And just as you listen to each one of those episodes, know that we are building something. We're building something that is powerful. We're building something that's bigger. We are building something that is, it's not shine only, although it is shiny, but we are building something with great substance that also has great influence. You're going to hear from people that probably break the mold of what you think is leadership, right? We want to break the mold of leadership. We want to be able to highlight and showcase what leadership actually looks like, actually acts like, actually speaks like. And we want to shatter this notion that we all need to look a certain way, act a certain way, be a certain way, come from a certain, background in order to make a substantial impact and in order to be successful. So tune in from now on. Go back and listen to some of the incredible episodes. We've had just wonderful people on the podcast up until now. And I hope that you see that from here on out, we are going to be leveling up the conversations, the questions that we're asking. And we are doing our part on leading because this is how she leads. Cannot wait to continue forward. And thank you so much to everybody who has been a dedicated listener up until now. Please share this podcast with everybody in your network and please reach out to me and let me know what you are thinking about when it comes to the future of women entrepreneurs, the future of leadership, and who you would like to potentially hear from on our show. Thank you so much and tune in for what's next. If this conversation moved you, inspired you, or made you think differently, please take a moment to leave a 5-star rating and review. It's not just about boosting the show, it's about amplifying the voices of women entrepreneurs who are leading with vision, building with purpose, and shaping what's next. We need more of these conversations in the world right now, don't you think? And if someone came to mind while you were listening, someone who matters to you, send this episode to them. If there's something on your mind about leadership, legacy, or what's next, I want to hear it. Head to sheleadsmedia.com/voice and leave a voice memo or note. Your insight might just help shape a future episode. Make sure to follow the show and come back next week for more conversations you won't hear anywhere else. Thank you so much for listening. This is the She Leads Podcast Network. This is the She Leads Podcast Network.